The story begins with a car speeding down a road. Inside, a hitman named Dallas is driving, with Trisha, his best friend, beside him. Dallas has just completed a contract, eliminating a motorcycle gang. When it comes to work, Dallas is highly professional. Once he takes on a job, he doesn't rest until it's done. No one knows who gave Dallas this mission, as the person keeps their identity and dealings very private. The story flashes back 2 days. We see the motorcycle gang preparing for their next drug deal. Meanwhile, Dallas arrives at their door. He enters and starts killing everyone using only a helmet. We soon discover that Dallas isn't just there to kill them. These gang members have imprisoned many girls whom they intend to sell. Dallas aims to free them all. Since this gang consists of the city's biggest drug dealers, their elimination would also dismantle the city's largest drug racket. That's why Dallas wants to kill everyone. As he progresses, he leaves a trail of corpses. He opens the door to a room and finds a girl inside. He then starts opening all the doors one by one. Some girls are still safe, but most are dead, having been brutally tortured. He continues moving forward slowly until he reaches their lab. He kills the people in the lab and then burns the entire lab to prevent them from making drugs again. His boss, Ivan, soon finds out about this. He realizes most of his men have been killed. He calls a man named Lars Hall to send backup. Lars Hall is a central figure in this gang, handling deals for both them and the cartel. Lars Hall sends many men. As these reinforcements arrive, they ambush Dallas, kill his remaining opponents, and eventually capture him. They begin to interrogate him, asking, "Who sent you here?" Dallas just laughs. Here, we learn that Dallas deliberately allowed himself to be captured. He wanted all the leaders of this team to gather in one place so he could kill them all at once. When he believes everyone is there, he breaks free and unleashes chaos on them. He destroys everything and then makes his escape. As soon as the police find out about the incident, a policeman named Jimmy arrives. He goes to a corpse and sits down. The dead man was also a policeman, Jimmy's friend, but a corrupt cop, just like Jimmy himself. Jimmy understands the situation is getting worse. He calls his partner, Antonio, and tells him the whole story. What happened there and how one of their colleagues was killed, which is a very bad thing because he was a policeman. Antonio says he will investigate. Antonio begins to piece everything together. He calls Patrick next. Patrick is familiar with all these people, including Lars Hall and the cartel. When Patrick learns everything, he tells Antonio that Dallas may have killed that gang. Everyone's suspicion is on him. And if Dallas is involved in these things, then maybe you shouldn't go after him. That man is very dangerous. But Antonio doesn't listen to him. We then see Dallas arriving at a motel to get a room and spend the night. Trisha is outside. An old man approaches Trisha's gate and starts shouting at her. Dallas sees this and comes out. He appears ready to shoot the old man but doesn't. Instead, he gives the old man some money and tells him to run away. Then he leaves that spot. Dallas brings Trisha to their room. He has 2 rooms. Trisha says, "It's very cold tonight. If you want, you can sleep with me on my bed." But Dallas says, "I have to go out to get some things. You go and sleep comfortably." Saying this, he leaves. When Trisha goes inside, a man comes to meet her after a while. His name is Blue. Blue is blind. From these 2 facts, we know that Blue is Dallas's boss and also his mentor. When Dallas was 18 years old, he was released from jail. After that, he met Blue. Blue taught him everything and made him such a dangerous hitman. Since then, Dallas has been working for him. Trisha talks to Blue about Dallas's last mission. They continue talking. Then Blue starts to leave. On his way out, he tells Trisha, "If you need anything, tell me first." After saying this, he leaves. Then we see Antonio. He comes to the place where that policeman died and slowly starts moving forward. Then Jimmy appears with a gun. He is probably going to kill Antonio. He slowly approaches. In the meantime, his phone rings. When he picks up the phone, he hears the voice of an FBI agent who is working with him. The agent tells Jimmy, "You don't have to kill Antonio. Just injure him and leave him." Jimmy does exactly that. He shoots Antonio in the shoulder and leaves. Then we see Dallas. Dallas's phone rings. As soon as he picks up the call, he hears Blue's voice. Blue says, "Your last mission was very dangerous. You shouldn't have killed them so mercilessly. This is what is being talked about everywhere. You are now in the discussion. You have to be careful. All those people are going to come after you." Then Dallas becomes alert. Next, we see the motel. A corrupt cop comes to the counter and asks about Dallas. He finds out that Dallas has checked in there. Then he calls Jimmy. Jimmy brings all his people, and they start surrounding this motel from all sides to arrest Dallas. The corrupt cop comes out and starts telling Jimmy what happened there. After gathering all the information, Jimmy kills this policeman. Then he sends everyone inside to search. When these people go inside the room, they find an old man where Dallas should be. Dallas had deliberately given money to this old man and left him in his room. When the policemen are with this old man, Dallas arrives. He starts making everyone unconscious. After killing everyone, as soon as he comes out, Jimmy shoots him. But before he can, Trisha shoots Jimmy. Jimmy, however, instantly turns and shoots Trisha. Seeing this, Dallas knocks Jimmy unconscious. But he quickly realizes Trisha is dead. He carries her out and starts digging a grave to bury her. He has tied Jimmy nearby. After burying Trisha, he asks Jimmy, "Who do you work for? Who sent you here?" Jimmy names Lars Hall, stating he's a very powerful man, connected to the cartel, and that he essentially controls the government, having bought off every policeman. After getting this information, Dallas burns Jimmy alive and leaves. As Dallas drives away, he remembers his lover, Irish, who disappeared a while ago. Dallas suspects Lars Hall must have kidnapped her. He then recalls his childhood, when a motorcycle gang murdered his father. Since then, Dallas has vowed to eliminate all motorcycle gangs, and Lars Hall is connected to them all. Dallas calls Blue and says, "I need your help. I want to reach Lars Hall. Send me all his information." Meanwhile, Antonio regains consciousness. After receiving treatment, he gets into his car to go home. At the same time, Lars Hall reaches Patrick to find out about Dallas, bewildered by how he's still alive. While Lars Hall is talking to Patrick, Antonio calls Patrick for help, as the situation is escalating. Lars Hall doesn't like this interruption at all. He pulls out his knife and stabs Patrick in the hand, making it clear he needs all information about Dallas. Then, Larshall's men send a video to Dallas showing them torturing Irish. Seeing this, Dallas is enraged, determined to kill Lars Hall no matter what. However, the video is a deception. Irish is perfectly fine. The video was made on purpose. Irish has been working with Lars Hall for a long time, forced into it because Lars Hall kidnapped her daughter, Samantha. He makes Irish wear fancy clothes and takes her to every party, so everyone thinks she's his wife. Lars Hall tells Irish that as soon as he kills or captures Dallas, he will release her and her daughter. We then see Dallas in a taxi heading to get weapons. He knows he'll need a large arsenal to fight Lars Hall. However, this taxi driver knows Patrick and is aware that the police are looking for Dallas. As Dallas arrives to get his weapons, Patrick also appears, having been informed by the taxi driver in hopes of a reward. Patrick has brought many of his men to kill Dallas. As they surround Dallas, he prepares for a fight. One of Patrick's men pulls out a gun and shoots the taxi driver to eliminate any witness. Dallas, alerted by this, immediately starts killing Patrick's men one by one. Patrick then attacks Dallas from behind, hitting his head. Dallas falls unconscious. Patrick takes Dallas to Lars Hall. He gets a call from Antonio, who says, "If Dallas is with you, hand him over to me." But Patrick knows if he gives Dallas to Antonio, Lars Hall will kill him. He ignores Antonio's words and hangs up. However, Patrick suspects Antonio must be tracing him and will know their destination. After a while, they reach Larshall's headquarters. Dallas is still unconscious. When he wakes up, he finds a gun in his hand, and a man is sitting on a chair in front of him. He hears Larshall's voice. Lars Hall demands, "Who gave you the contract to kill my motorcycle gang and burn that lab? I want to know his name." Dallas replies, "I only work for myself. No one gives me a contract." Lars Hall then tells Dallas, "If you want your safety, then kill Patrick. We have tied Patrick in front of you." Dallas quickly realizes this man isn't Patrick. When he removes the man's mask, Dallas discovers it's someone else. He immediately runs, heading deeper into Larshall's headquarters. He searches everywhere for Irish. After a while, Larshall's men knock him unconscious. When Dallas opens his eyes again, he finds himself in a room with Patrick, who is also a prisoner. After a while, they take Dallas to another room. Lars Hall sends in one of his men, Mr. Mask, an expert in torture. First, he gives Dallas an injection, but it has no effect. Then he starts giving him electric shocks, repeatedly asking, "Tell me the name of that man who gave you the contract to kill the motorcycle gang and burn that lab." But Dallas doesn't answer. Mr. Mask continues the shocks, but Dallas is unfazed. He taunts Mr. Mask, saying, "You can give me one more shock." After a while, Mr. Mask gets tired and sends Dallas back to his room. As Dallas lies down, Patrick mentions Irish's name. Dallas gets angry. "I've never mentioned Irish to you. How do you know about her?" Patrick remains silent. Dallas realizes that if they escape, Patrick could lead him to Irish. He starts to pretend to kill Patrick. Seeing this, the guards rush in. As they enter, Dallas kills them one by one. Now he's advancing with Patrick, intent on reaching Irish. More guards keep coming, and Dallas kills them. Patrick isn't very good at fighting. He gets shot. Secretly, he attacks the guards. Lars Hall finds out Dallas has escaped and becomes furious. He warns all his men to kill Dallas as soon as possible. When Irish learns of this, she tells Lars Hall, "You won't be able to kill Dallas easily. You may not know what he is. He will come to you soon, and he will kill you too." Indeed, this is what happens. Dallas is killing all of Larshall's men one by one, leaving corpses everywhere. Patrick is now supporting him, and they are working together. Then we see Antonio. He finds out where Patrick is now. Then he starts coming with his entire team and also informs the special forces so that he can send backup here soon. In a single blow, Antonio plans to catch everyone: Patrick, Dallas, and Larshall's gang. As Dallas slowly moves forward, he faces two twin brothers. They tell Dallas they don't use guns and want to engage in hand-to-hand combat. Dallas accepts, and a fierce fight ensues. For a long time, there is a brutal struggle, but in the end, Dallas kills them both. They were Larshall's best soldiers. Lars Hall, having watched this on camera, is very scared. Irish tells him that Dallas will arrive soon and kill him too. "If you want to stay alive, there is only one way. Leave my daughter and run away as soon as possible. Only then will you be able to survive." Just then, they see Antonio and his force at the gate. Lars Hall gets even more scared. He listens to Irish's advice and leaves. Then Patrick comes to Larshall's room with Dallas. There, he meets Irish. They hug each other, having met after a long time. Patrick sees that Dallas is now distracted. He takes advantage of the opportunity and stabs Dallas, intending to kill both him and Irish so Larshall's money disappears. But as soon as Irish sees this, she attacks Patrick and repeatedly stabs him to kill him. Meanwhile, we see Lars Hall outside, who has now released Samantha. Samantha starts coming in, and Lars Hall runs away. Irish tells Dallas that she also has a daughter. Dallas then asks her, "Is she my daughter?" Irish doesn't give a direct answer. Instead, she kisses Dallas. Then Samantha enters and meets Irish. But now Antonio has also come in with all his men. When he sees Irish and Samantha, he tells his men to take these two out safely. He tells Irish, "We will take good care of Dallas. You don't worry about him." They both go out. Then Antonio also sends his men out. Here, we learn that Antonio does not want to arrest Dallas. Antonio gets a call on the phone from a man named Phoner, who is the boss of Blue and Dallas. Phoner is the one who used to give them all their missions. Antonio works for Phoner. Antonio puts Phoner on the phone with Dallas. Phoner says, "We have to kill Lars Hall, and Antonio will help you in this." Dallas says, "You know I work alone. I will not work with him." Phoner insists, "But this time you have to do it. You do not understand the delicacy of time. If Lars Hall leaves here, then he will never come to us. I guarantee that Antonio will not come in your way. He will do exactly what you say." Dallas agrees and Phoner hangs up. We see an old man near Phoner, who is the boss of all these mafia people. When these two are talking, that old man tells Phoner, "Dallas is very dangerous. If you play with fire, then your hand can also burn. You should take care of him. If you make any mistake, then he can come after you." Phoner says, "I know this. That's why I have kept Irish with him, so that Irish controls him and he does what we want. Just let me kill Lars Hall once. After that, I will be calm." After hearing these words, this old man starts laughing and says, "I have already killed Lars Hall." After hearing this, Phoner is shocked. On the other hand, we see Dallas, who is still looking for Lars Hall. Then the film ends here.